What is going on, Bulls Nation? LeBron returns today, and the Bulls are in trouble because this is important game for both of us. But he decided to come back now. Are we in trouble? We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation, your home for all things Chicago Bulls.
All right, Bulls Nation. I guess LeBron's going to play again on Wednesday, but isn't that kind of, he's not supposed to come back. He's doubtful or whatever. And then, yay, it's against the Bulls, against the Pat Beverly, who admittedly say that he'll try, he'll try his best to do the Lakers, have them get those two losses to prevent them from going to the playoffs. So normally LeBron would be like, And plus, it's the Chicago Bulls, better than MJ and all that stuff. But it's too much. The Bulls are just too much for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're playing better, I would say, than previously. And so is the Bulls. We're both in the same position now with the Lakers and the Bulls, where we're teetering around 9th, or 10th in the play-in tournament. It's just that I think the Bulls almost secured now because we are, 3.5 games or if more, I think it's 4 games ahead of the Pacers, which is the next viable team, with 7 games left. It's going to be hard for the Pacers now, to even get out. Now the Bulls are fighting to even get to 8th spot. So this has a lot of meaning now for the Bulls as well, especially for the Bulls. For the Lakers, they're planning to get into the play-in because if the Thunder wins, they might secure the 9th spot, and then you never know with Dallas. Dallas comes in as well. If we beat them again on Wednesday, then their future is really not good as far as playoffs is concerned. But I don't give a shit about the Lakers. Man, they're one of the teams where I don't mind them getting demolished, especially by the Bulls. I don't hate the team, but their fan base is a bit delusional, especially back then when they were saying like Westbrook for Levine, and Levine is not that good or anything like that. So I'm glad Levine cooked them. Today, we were up by 20-something. It was, after I think the second half, it was, they made some comeback. By comeback, I mean they cut it down to 8. But the Bulls seemingly have control of this game because of their defense. Their defense was solid. It's the Pat Beverly effect. I mean, there's so many storylines here for the Lakers and the Bulls. Troy Brown Jr., a former Bull, DeMar supposedly have gotten like shitty offers from the Lakers. Also, Alex Caruso has been lowballed, and now they traded Patrick Beverly that end up being with the Bulls. So a lot of storylines here. AD being from Chicago. So it is a good matchup for the Bulls, honestly, because the big that they do have, which is AD, is containable, I would say, for the Bulls. We're having trouble with the Embiids of the world, which we can't contain. I mean, Davis still put up good numbers, but again, Nikola Vucevic was thrown out of the game 15 minutes in, which is, I don't know how that happened. Those are quick 2 technicals if I've ever seen one. But man, Kobe White was hot on this game, making all the good reads defensively and offensively, hitting the open threes that was given to him. Zach as well was pretty good. They're still kind of, giving you some head scratching plays, especially Zach throughout the end of the game, where he had a back-to-back turnovers with an S. I think there was 3 where the bounce pass to DeMar, another pass that was intercepted, and then another inbound pass that almost was like, oh my God. Luckily, our coach was quick to pull the trigger this time and didn't sit around like thinking about things. When things are getting out of hand, especially bringing the ball down, he inserted Patrick Beverly right away. And this is when Patrick Beverly, got the open pass. I think he hit the 3-pointer, and then eventually that small taunt to LeBron, the 2 small taunts. So it was awesome. I got kind of scared with the small ball again when we pulled out Drummond and inserted Derrick Jones Jr., but it proved to be pretty okay. So this is towards the end now. Zach just pulling up from the parking lot. As you can see, it's 113.99. It still became close here. Look, it's like just an 8-point lead. But Patrick Beverly, here we go. Too small, Braun. The balls by Patrick Beverly, man. I swear to God, that guy is irritating, but he's on our team, so I do love it. Again, I can't state it's more than the numbers. I swear, I believe the Lakers hate Patrick Beverley's guts. I believe they hate when he got that Charmin, and I don't know if they messed up their game, but maybe he's in their heads, trying to prove that, hey, we don't need you. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But the Bulls certainly had, used him a lot to their advantage. But Zach LaVine, since the All-Star break, this guy has been on fire. Also Kobe White, I must say. I mean, those two still gives you head-scratching turnovers and decision-making every once in a while. But if Kobe is playing like this, you can forget those. I mean, everyone does head-scratching play, even DeMar. But man, they are, even Patrick Williams, early on he made some, dumb mistakes too towards the end, but also Drummond. Look at this. Oh, in the post. Feed the big dog right there. And I don't know if you noticed, but Drummond has been always getting steals every game now. At least a steal per game, if not more. He's getting deflections as well. So our defense, I would say, is clicking at the right time. I think, well, hopefully, I don't know if I'm sure with this, but I hope Donovan realizes that you don't need 3 scorers in the game, especially if they're ISO dominated. 2 in a game is fine. Now in fourth quarter, you roll with your starters, but throughout the game, handles by Kobe. But our defense is the one that makes us win this game. We're not outscoring somebody like 140 or something, but we're holding these teams to a low score, meaning we are winning through defense. So hopefully Billy recognizes that, and if we have a scoring drought, the answer is not to insert more offensive players. I believe the answer is to insert faster defensive players so that we can make stops and go in transition. So, sometimes he will call a timeout and you'll see Vooch, DeMar, Kobe, Zach, and another guy. And I'm like, why? We already proven here. Like, we're not an offensive juggernaut. We're not the Phoenix Suns of Steve Nash and the 7-second rule. No, our defense, like this, easy basket, transitions. This is what gives us the score. Making stops, then sprinting down the court. Those are look at this deflections again. This is the easy buckets that the Bulls should be targeting and not ISO plays. So we'll see. Hopefully we win against the Clippers, because if we do, I think we have a real shot, because Atlanta just lost today too. So it's kind of compacted in the 8th seed. So if we can sneak into the 8th seed, we kind of control there, because we only need to win 1 game to be in the playoffs. So if we become 8th seed, we need to beat the 7th seed, which hopefully becomes, currently it's Miami Heat, which we've swept the season series. But if you ask me, I'd rather face Brooklyn for that 8 and 7. So hopefully Brooklyn loses a little bit more and Miami wins a little bit more. So if we sneak in the 8th, we have the possibility to face Brooklyn on the 7th. And let's just say we lose to the Brooklyn, we have another shot to, to get into the playoffs by playing the 9th and 10th, whoever was the winner there. But crossing fingers, we win against the Clippers first, and hopefully the other teams lose. So thank you for watching, guys. This is a big win for the Bulls. Subscribe to the channel if you're a Bulls fan, and if you're happy that we beat LeBron and company and the Lakers and their delusional fan base, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.